Taurus, hi, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the PO box, and purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Clarista. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Listen, Taurus, first of all, somebody's mask is falling off. Okay, whoever's mask is falling off, this is somebody who was, very intrigued by you, Taurus, but also too, kept a straight face, right? They did not want to give you your flowers. They did not want to, and I feel like there's a little ego when it comes to that. Sometimes life brings questions. Questions about love, questions about career, questions about your life journey, and sometimes we just need a little clarity. And that is where my new sponsor, Psychic Source, comes in. Psychic Source has been around for over 35 years, connecting people like you with trusted, compassionate advisors to bring through insights and guidance that they need at this time. One of the things that I loved or that stood out to me with Psychic Source was that not only do they care about their customers, but they also care about their employees as well as the world. They donate 1% of all proceeds to a good cause through their kindness initiative. I had a chance to experience the whole experience and talk to a psychic advisor, and I left feeling far more confident than I did like walking into it. She was able to pull on a recent dream that I had, and the craziness of it, and help me find clarity through that. She recognized that I was going through a purge and that I was going through a kind of like a rebranding, if you will. She was also able to give me like kind of a little bit of clarity on a direction that I'm headed in, and she even was able to like give like dates type energy, as well as like a couple names she pulled out. So it was very good. Like I said, I left feeling a lot more confident than I did going in, just about the direction that I'm headed in. And I didn't ask her any questions. This was all just, I just asked her, what do you got? And she just came, pulled all this stuff, and it was very good. It was very good. So with all that being said, I'm excited to share that Psychic Source is offering an incredible deal for my viewers, you guys. Okay, new customers can get up to 40 minutes with one of their advisors for just $19.80. That's a value up to $240, okay? You can get the deal through the link in the description box below using the keyword Corie, C-O-R-I-E, or you can go to trypsychicsource.com/Corie. There's never been a better time to experience true connection. Whoever this is, okay, this is somebody who feels like they've reached like a dead end, okay? They may be going through some sort of awakening or something like that, but their mask is falling because this is somebody who has gotten so far into a certain like position or a certain space in their life that they really, and they did not want to come to you, okay? Because again, that would be giving you your flowers in that type of way, okay? But this person's mask is falling off, and they are going to, this is somebody who maybe judged you before, wanted to judge you before, or something like that. And now they found themselves in a position where I feel like they need you, okay? Where they're gonna have to give you your flowers, or they're gonna either stay stuck or find someone else to help with whatever this is, okay? And Taurus, you may not actually help this person, not for you. You may not. You may be like, well, I felt your judgment all along, right? And it's like, what, you can't beat them, so you join them, that type of energy, or, it's like that. It's like, somebody coming back around, somebody that really didn't want to give you your flowers, Taurus, okay, really didn't want to like support you, really didn't want to like, any of that, but they found themselves, there's been a change in the wind, okay? they found themselves in the shadow, right? Where feeling as though they're seemingly at like a dead end here, okay? And, you know, in an empty room, they may be going through a lot of destruction and things like that, right? And they see you as this like bridge, Taurus, of like getting from one, you know, you have probably built this bridge yourself in your own life. And this is somebody who wants to come cross your bridge. They do. They want to come cross your bridge. They've been observing you. They really have. And again, it's like they found themselves in a position, and, you know, maybe the divine's like, this is the only bridge you got. You want to get over to the other side? I guess you're going to have to give Taurus their flowers. Oh, the karma. The karma. This is eating at this person's ego, Taurus. Eating them alive. Okay? Somebody that really doesn't want to have to ask you for help is going to be asking for help. And this feels like it's more so, yeah, because again, they didn't want to believe in you. But it feels more so like, you know, maybe not like financial help, or this is emotional, mental, spiritual help. Okay, somebody is going through a dark night, right? Or they are deep in the shadow. Okay, and they are feeling like they are having to fight this off, right? They're fighting their demons type of energy. Yeah. And the divine has led them to, like I said, you built this bridge for yourself and probably for others to come across as well, right? But it's almost like this energy where the divine's like, listen, you can't cross this bridge that the divine, that the collective, you know, that Taurus built until you ask permission, until you know, it's like that type of energy here. Yeah. Because this is somebody who's maybe very restricted in some of their old beliefs or things like that, right? Yeah. Yeah. But they see you as very wise, you know? This is somebody who sees you very wise. They see you very intelligent, Taurus. Again, they see the bridge. They know you've created it, and they know that you've walked over it. Yeah, they know that you've found home here, okay? And Taurus, this is, it's basically, yeah, somebody's going to have to come give you their flowers if they want your help. And I feel like it's mental, emotional, spiritual help. Okay, because they are, you know, they're wanting to find peace, probably just as you found your own peace, Taurus. But again, it's going to take a lot for them to get over themselves. Because this could have been somebody that was going around talking about, oh, Taurus doesn't know nothing, Taurus, you know, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then now here they are. They're like, Taurus, I need your help. Right? And the divine's like, you cannot ask Taurus for help until you, one, give them their flowers to their face and behind their back as well. Like that type of energy. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So, okay, Taurus. All right, tell me about this, a change in the wind for Taurus, please. A change in the wind. Yeah, you moved on, right? You built the bridge and you're like, you crossed it, Taurus. You're like, you know, I'm not going to be stuck over here in this dead end with this shadow. And, you know, you honored your shadow, you know, you didn't run from it, right? You know, I'm not going to be stuck over here with this judgmental energy that's just trying to destroy, you know what I mean? That makes me feel empty, right? Like that type of energy here. Yeah, so you build a bridge and you moved on, okay? You bossed up here, Taurus. All right, tell me about changing the wind and moving on. Ascending. That's what you've done. You've ascended. I just keep hearing somebody has to give you your flowers. And they don't like it. That's concerning them. They don't like it at all. Yeah. Because they judged you. Thoughts with Courthouse, they made a lot of like just passive judgments, right? Whether they were just keeping it to themselves or talking to others, okay? Hey, hey, hey. Also, Taurus, there's another energy that thought that you were like too nice. That you were going to be too nice, that you wouldn't say no, that you wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like there's another energy, or maybe the same energy, that doesn't recognize that you are kind. But you also have boundaries, and you also love yourself and respect yourself here. All right? Tell me about the observer for Taurus, please. Why is the love spell here? Because, right, with the evil eye and the work, labor, and efforts, that makes sense, right? That's somebody not giving you your flowers, you know, making all these like passive judgments, maybe talking about what you're doing to others, right? Watching you from a distance here, that type of energy. Why is the love spell here, though? Was this person doing, you know, some kind of magic or something like that? Why is the love spell here? Well, they definitely trusted. So whoever did the love spell, they trusted it. They trusted that it would work. But you were very aware of this. Yep. Maybe somebody did do a love spell, right? And this is returning. And they're reaching. Yeah, look, that says, please help. Somebody needs your help here, Taurus. They never thought that they would, but they do. Yeah, they're imprisoned. All right, what's this by the book for Taurus? It's up to you. They're saying it's up to you on whether or not you want to yeah. This is like with this healer coming out on this by the book, right? You know, it's like people wanting you to have to go through whatever one else is going through, and it's like, but Taurus, you're the person that's meant to change that. You're you're the one that's paving the way for others. You know, this is like somebody who maybe is still in the shadow energy, still very restricted, still having to work lots and lots of hours. And again, you've created a bridge for yourself. I don't know what your life looks like, Taurus, but it looks different than it used to. You found peace. You found this place called home within yourself, okay? And there's like this energy of, people wanting you to have to, live like they do, or, you know what I mean? Or it's like this energy too where it's like they wanted you to... they didn't want you to heal, right? They wanted you to suffer with the rest of them. It's like that type of energy here. But you built your own bridge. You crossed the bridge. You're like, I'm out of here. See y'all later. You know what I mean? Or never, right? Yeah. Some of you may not allow this person, okay? Yeah, how dare you heal yourself, Taurus? How dare you? How dare you heal yourself? How dare you love yourself? How dare you ascend and leave me behind? That's what's coming through. Somebody feels that way. But you had to. This person just, it's like they didn't want to give you your flowers. They didn't want to, they just wanted you to stay imprisoned, right? My gosh. Just wanted you to stay where they were, stuck where they were, right? So that they could just, have access to you anytime that they want, or whatever it is, It's like this energy. Why would you want to improve your life, Taurus? Why would you want to improve your life when we can all just hang out here in the slums? What's this truth be told for Taurus, please? Yeah, this person, whoever this is in a lot of emotional pain. Okay? And the ancestors are like, hey, Taurus can help you with that. They've really got it figured out. Look, we have this entity attached here. Okay? And yeah. All right, tell me about this in a place like home for Taurus. Yeah, you're gifted. You're talented. Whatever it is that you do, okay? However it is that you build bridges, however it is that you, whatever. I feel like you're probably, some type of healer or on this ascension journey, however you alchemize, whatever it is that you do, right? This is your home. Chakras. And this person is very bound. They're also pretty obsessed with your journey. Okay? But, it's almost like they feel so out of touch that they're like in the nosebleed seats, right? They can barely see you from where they're sitting, right? From where they're standing, from where they're observing. And they want to get closer. But in order to get closer, they're going to have to give you your flowers. It just keeps coming through. They're going to have to tell you, hey, I admire what you're doing, or I'm proud of you, or I see what you got going on, or sorry I doubted you in the past, right? You're in this divine feminine energy, right? They do not want to have to do that, but they're going to have to. If they want to cross the bridge that you built, for yourself and for others to follow along, they're going to have to. Yep. Let me get one more on this. No place like home with a gift here for Taurus. Actual money. Some of you are making some pretty good money here, doing whatever it is that you do, or you're going to be, okay? Yeah. This is somebody that may have walked away from you. You know what I mean? They may have walked away from you and now they're obsessed. Because again, for whatever reason they walked away, they were like, Taurus doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. Well, now all the divine has in front of them is this bridge that you've built. And they're like, if you want to cross it, I guess you'll have to take a look at, you have to check with Taurus, right? This is their territory. Anyways, Taurus, that's what I have for you. If you need anything from me, that's in the description box below. I love you so much.